grab my large bristle brush, and I'm going to grab just a little bit of black and a lot more green if I can. And I'm just going to come in here and start tapping in some trees. Just trying to get some on that side so that it looks like it's wrapped around. Whoops, got a little bit more too much black that time, I think. It's alright. I'm just going to grab some green and come in here. And I'm going to try to stay beside the building instead of going on top of the building. Kind of make it, well, some limbs are going to still touch, but you know. Bring it beside it, so that one actually looks like it's in front of it, so you can make the trees as tall as you want or as short as you want. So actually the way it looks, the trees are in front, so you're actually coming in from the back side, so you're not going to have a walk. We're going to put something here, but we're not going to have to put nothing back here because we got trees. Too much black. This one tall. This one's just kind of hanging out there with its friend. I'm going to put a few little ones right back in here. I don't want them to be too big. I don't want it to take over. I can just go bigger in here if I want to. And I've got a lot more black on my brush this time, so I better pick up some of that green to that's a little too dark for me. And I'm just coming down on the sides so I can have it wrapped around. Well, I like this guy here, but I think I want this one a little bit bigger in here. So I'm going to just, well, I might make some little ones in here too. It's always nice to have a little something there. Okay, and then we'll just make this one a little bigger. Put a little more darker in there, or like that dark in there. The corner of my brush, I'm going to pick up a little green and a little yellow. My yellow's good. I think it is. Anyway, we have to get some more yellow. And then I'm just going to come in here and start tapping in some of this light into the trees. There we go. And if I got too much yellow, I can always just come back in with some more green and tap in a little more green if I want. And we're just tapping it, just adding some sunlight to it. So I'm grabbing my yellow and a little green. I'm mixing that yellow and green because that yellow is really coming off kind of pasty, so it's making a lighter green. And I'm just going to grab some of this green and tap down in here. Try to cover up some of that darkness. And then I'm just going to pick up a little white with that yellow green and see what I get there. A little bit too bright for my taste. So I'm going to go back in here with just a little green. I may have to let that dry a little bit. Putting on some little white. And like I said, that's a little bit, if it's a little bit too much, I can come back in there with some green, but I need to let it dry a little bit. Sometimes I just like these, bring these little limbs over, and this just makes it cute. I think I'm going to do this a little darker over here. Makes it a little wild tree. It's my little wild child. Just a little white, and I'm just going a little bit. And you can grab some more of this green and just come in here and kind of. If I find that's too light, then I can always just grab a little bit of black with my green and just come back in here and do some more. Kind of fill it in. I'm going to come back in here. I like my river, but I like a little more white in it. I'm going to grab my number 4 flat brush. So I'm just going to wipe it off. I've got a little bit on there, and I'm just going to wipe some of it off. And I just want to go in here and lightly put me some riffles in the water. Our sun is still coming from this way, so we're going to have to come in here with some shadows. So with my little brush, so I can try to control it, I'm going to pick up some of this brown, just a little bit, and I'm going to, let's see, I'm just going to go under here with a little shade. So we're just going to come down a little bit right here. I'm going to pick up some of that brown and black together because it's just, wipe my brush off. It's just to try to give us a little shadow there. And then I've got the brown and black, and I'm just coming in here trying to get some shadow in that water that this is on, because I'm letting my sun come from, well, I guess I was letting my sun come from this way according to the trees. My sun might be up above. That's okay. And then I can just grab a little of that blue. Well, maybe not. Yep. And just kind of come in here with it. I think I gotta wet my blue a little bit. It's about dried up. So I'm just getting a little blue, and then I'm wiping it off on my paper towel, and I'm just coming in. So there is my river. Alright, now with my small bristle brush, I'm going to pick up some of this brown and some of this black, and I'm just going to come still wet right there, y'all. So that's gonna be a problem for me. Yep. But I'm making a tree. Trying to make another tree here. I'm just gonna go in with the black and then I'll come back. Not doing a humongous tree, but I still want to get a tree there. So I'm going to grab my number 4 brush because I want to become a little smaller now. I'm just going to grab some of this brown and come in here and try to add some of that to it, and then a little white. My tree grows a little bit. That's okay because trees have all kinds of things on them. Alright, so I'm just messing with some brown and black and white, and I'm just playing with that to get what I want here on my tree. Let's see, white and brown. Need more white and brown here. I think I got too much on my brush. Alright, so I'm going to just try to grab some. I've got my small bristle brush and I've got some green here. We have to get a little more. And we're just going to start tapping some leaves in here. And I think I might need more. I might pick up a little black or brown with this. I don't want to kill all this pretty blue because I like that blue. But I do need to get more leaves on here, I think. Got some too dark colors in there and I want to get rid of some of that. Just picking black and green up. I'm going to come back in here and add a little more leaves to some of these because I want it to be a full, beautiful tree. Let's see, I'm going to bring a little more down in here, which I know is hard to tell with where this tree stops and that one starts because of the colors, but it'll be okay. Grab a little yellow and a little of this green and come in and just start tapping in some places. I want to do it lightly though. Actually, I'm going to take a little green and white and make a lighter color, I think. So what I'm doing is just taking some of that green and some of that white and just making a little bit lighter color. And then I can just come in and tap. Well, we can tell that it's summertime, can't we? Because everything's so bright and green. I think I got a little bit too much in there, so I'm going to add a little black in there to that. We'll see. I may have to come back to it, but we'll see what we can do. I think I've got a little too light of a green here. You know, as when I start painting and I go out and riding about and looking, I see a lot of different shades. Makes you look for the black spots in the trees and the light where it's hitting and stuff. It just makes you want to, you're looking at it so you can see if you need what you can paint. Just keep adding green, taking my grass green and my white and mixing it to get some lighter color greens. Okay, I'm going to grab a little bit of that yellow and a little bit of green. Let's see what kind of colors I can get going on there. The more shades you get, the more dimensional it'll look. And I'm trying not to go crazy with the yellow, just want to get some in some spots, like the sun's just hitting there. Alright, I don't want that much yellow there, so I'm just going to come in and tap some of that away. And I think I'm going to tap some of this away. Okay, I'm going to let that dry some before I decide if I want to do something else.